What's next for Cody and the NWA? Welcome back to the ACB Wrestling Talk channel, your main source for wrestling news, topics, discussion, debates, previews, all that kind of good stuff. I am your host, Alexis Carrillo, and we all saw September 1st at All In, Cody win the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, and although that was a great moment, the next big question to ask ourselves is, what's next for Cody? Followed up by the question of what is next for the NWA? Now, if I'm not mistaken, this past Saturday at MediaCon in the UK, Nick Aldis successfully defended his NWA World Championship #1 contendership against Douglas Williams, and apparently that rematch from All In will take place on October 21st in Nashville, Tennessee at the NWA's 70th anniversary show. On that matter, that kind of surprised me, that kind of caught me off guard, simply because if I had to assume where the rematch would have the biggest stage to be promoted in, I would have assumed it would have been January 4th next year at New Japan Pro Wrestling's Wrestle Kingdom pay-per-view, which is arguably the biggest stage in professional wrestling, not named WrestleMania today. So I would have picked that as a bigger venue, as a bigger stage for the rematch, but that's not happening. Obviously, this is not a bad option at all. I'm not saying that at all. I just would have picked Wrestle Kingdom over NWA's 70th anniversary, but I get it. NWA's 70th anniversary needs the main event to be a high-profile rematch for the NWA World title. Now, in other news, Billy Corgan has been asked on Twitter and has been asked on different media interviews about whether Cody can defend his NWA World title in other places not named NWA or not promoted by NWA, Ring of Honor, or New Japan Pro Wrestling, to which Billy Corgan responded, yes. So, what is next for Cody as NWA World Champion? Now, if I'm NWA, if I'm Billy Corgan right now, if I'm calling the shots over there, I want to keep Cody as NWA World Champion as long as possible, because he is right now one of the highest profile names a company can be associated with. And honestly, if Cody were to lose the title back to Nick Aldis at the NWA 70th anniversary show, the big moment, the big coronation of Cody would lose a little bit of its punch from All In. So I don't know what they're going to do on that specific region, but that's just what I would do. What's next for the NWA? Obviously, also at the NWA 70th anniversary show, they're going to reintroduce the NWA National Heavyweight Championship, which I interpret, and this is just my interpretation, I interpret as the NWA's answer to WWE, or in the past WCW's United States Championship, something in the same vein. So obviously you're going to have to determine that champion. He's going to now be a running theme on the 10 Pounds of Gold series. But here's the main problem I find with that. Right now the NWA has no roster. There is no card other than the rematch set for the NWA 70th anniversary on October 21st. So my next step would be to build up at least a decent roster for the NWA, whether it be for the mid-card, so one day you can elevate challengers for the NWA World title, but I would also focus on women's and tag team divisions for that company. Obviously, baby steps, that is what Billy Corgan is doing with this company. That's the mentality and the business strategy that he is taking. It's obviously worked for him up until now, over a year since he took over, so we'll just have to wait and see how NWA and Billy Corgan handle this in the future for the once most prestigious World Wrestling Organization. What do you think? Leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions on what might be the next step for the NWA. If you follow wrestling news, topic, discussion, previews, all that kind of good stuff, consider subscribing. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you dislike this video, hit the dislike button. And do me a favor, put on the comment section below why you dislike this video. I'd love to get some feedback. That's it for me. Till next time.